is a once-in-a-lifetime experience to be savoured by these players, however punishing the scoreline might get for them. And there isn't anybody inside the stadium who doesn't believe it's going to get very punishing indeed. But what a moment for guys who come out used to playing in front of 200-300 people. They had a bumper crowd at the last home international, Tahiti. There were 550. I would estimate about 55,000, maybe 60,000 inside the Maracanã to play Spain. What a daunting prospect. But also, Kevin Kilpan, what a fantastic opportunity.
A wonderful opportunity for them today to go out, express themselves, enjoy the occasion. I'd be amazed if they play like they did against Nigeria only a few days ago, with that high line, playing so high, really going at the Nigerians early on in that game, because the Spanish players that have come into this team today are hungry for goals. You can see the goals that they've got throughout this team, but especially Torres, Villa and Mata and Silva, really creative players that could open them up at any opportunity.
Let's enjoy the national anthems. Plenty of Premier League ability in Del Bosque's starting lineup today. 7 in all play in the English Premier League. Great emotion again, number 3 on the end there, Marima Vahirua, the only professional Tahitian footballer. And Eddie Etaeta, the coach, again, as he was prior to the Nigeria game, I think really moved by the sensation of hearing his country's national anthem booming out under such circumstances against such opposition. And gifts from each of the Tahitians to each of the Spaniards. So we've talked about some of the records. Tahiti have the 6th highest ever international victory, 18-0 against Australia Samoa, around about a year before Australia beat American Samoa 31-0, which is the record. The question which went unanswered, the most goals by one player ever in an international match, was unsurprisingly in that Australia-American Samoa match. Archie Thompson scored 13 in that game. His teammate David Zrilic scored 8. Well, the Good news for Tahiti is that it's Spain's B team. The bad news is that Spain's B team includes Fernando Torres, David Villa, Santi Cazorla, Juan Mata, David Silva, Javi Martinez. Only Sergio Ramos started against Uruguay in their 2-1 victory in Recife. The others get a rest. Pepe Reina gets the nod in goal ahead of Barcelona's Victor Valdez. Azpilicueta and Monreal also start. The referee is an Algerian, Jamel Hamoudi, who took charge of the African Nations Cup final back in February when Nigeria beat Burkina Faso in Johannesburg. The referee, by the way, for that much talked about Australia-American Samoa game all those years ago was a Tahitian. And Eddie Eteta makes a couple of changes. Michael Roche comes in as goalkeeper, replacing Xavier Samin. Roche once had a brief spell with Monaco, got in their reserve team no further, and left-back Edson Lemaire replaces Vincent Simon, who came off injured against the Nigerians in Belo Horizonte when the crowd was just over 20,000. It's getting on 3 times that in the Maracanã. Well, at the press conferences yesterday, Andres Iniesta, who's not involved today, was suggesting that Spain would not be disrespectful to Tahiti, and that what he meant by that was, Kevin Kilban, that they play as well as they can for 90 minutes. Otherwise, they would be being disrespectful. That's the right thing to do. It's not necessarily great news for Tahiti.
Of course, and if they don't give anything less than that, they'll be disrespectful to the shirt on the backs. But you look at this team, and we've all seen a lot of the players today on show. 7 of the players play in the Premier League right now. We've seen